Hey there, I'm Sam Tullman. I'm one of the facilitators of the DiabetesSangha. So we've already covered as a community a lot of the reasons that type 1 diabetes is particularly hard. At the DiabetesSangha, we bring some of a meditative view to take a look at what actually makes diabetes difficult and what we can do about it, how we can relate differently to it. And so from some angles, this is a little bit arbitrary, but it might help shed a little bit of light for you on why things are difficult and how you can be a little bit differently with it. And we'll be covering that over the next few weeks. The first one that we can put a lot of the different struggles into is just physical and emotional discomfort. And so this is the way that it feels bad when we have highs and lows. It physically feels not very good. It's also the emotional struggle, the stress, the anxiety, the fear. All of these are forms of physical discomfort, and we can feel these in our body. So that's a big part of the struggle. There's another angle which we can consider, which is difficulty caused by the instability of type 1 diabetes and what that poses to our life. Things are constantly changing, and that requires a lot of nimbleness and can really throw off plans that normally people can kind of rely on. It's a lot more difficult for us to do that. That can be stressful in and of itself, and so it brings us back to that stress and anxiety layer because we don't want to face that. So that constant change, that impermanence, is another angle that we can really struggle against often. And then this third layer, which again relates to these first two, is we could say the lack of control in a way. Or we could also say the interconnectedness of everything. Sometimes we think, oh, everything's interrelated, it's so nice. Well, it can be nice. It can also be really stressful if you're really close to that. And that's tough. So these three different layers of just the first initial base layer of this doesn't feel good. Diabetes doesn't feel good, by and large. The second thing creates a lot of instability for us. Everything is constantly changing, and the rug feels like it keeps getting pulled out from under us. And then the third piece is that everything is part of our diabetes, and our diabetes is part of everything, at least in our lives, which can be quite a struggle. And so these are three ways that we consider from a meditative lens what the struggle of diabetes is, and gives us a little bit of a pathway forward of what we can do about that. See y'all soon.